out there in Facebook land and YouTube. How are my beautiful people, my Facebook and YouTube family? Yes, this is Tia John. I'm back with another video. So how's everyone on this lovely day? Here is it's 79 degrees here in Florida, and this is December the 5th, 2021, and it's 79 degrees here. And I know up north it might not be so lovely. It's probably very cold, which it is, and I really feel for y'all. But imagine being here in Florida and celebrate and going to the beach. Going to the beach on Christmas in December. Can you imagine that? Even though I don't celebrate it, it's a pagan holiday, and I view it as a pagan holiday, and I'm just speaking in general. And that's another video for another time. And I appreciate all the support I do have. Even though I just have 11 subscribers, but I have a lot of views, and I really appreciate the ones that subscribe to me and doing my videos. I appreciate the support from y'all. Much love and appreciation to y'all. And I just want to give my humble thanks. I appreciate the support. And what else I'm trying to say? Well, anyway, I'm back with another video on narcissism. The topic of my video is narcissistic parents hinders their child from succeeding in life, and hinder their growth and development. And before I really get into the meat and potatoes of this video, can you please do me a favor and like, subscribe, and share my videos, and please leave a comment. I will appreciate that. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your feedback, and also my and also if you like, you can donate towards my videos, and my Cash App. The information will be in the comment area, either in the comment area or the description area. And I will appreciate that. And I also want to leave a disclaimer that I'm not in any way trying to offend nobody or call anybody out or ruffle any feathers. I'm just teaching people about narcissism based on my experiences and the way I was raised and brought up. Just based on my example. Just trying to help bring awareness. Okay, so I'm not in any way trying to offend anyone. So let me get started in this video. Well, oh, I have a customer I'm vending. Oh, you wanna
Just a bottle of water.
I'm vending YouTube. Give me a minute. I have a customer.
Thanks
It's a
so much.
dollar.
Keep change.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. I'm out here vending, and I had a customer, and he just bought a water for $1 and gave me a $10 bill and told me to keep the change. That was nice of him. It was very nice. Uh, um, that was very nice of him. And well, like I was saying, my father was a narcissistic sociopath, high on the on the spectrum. He was a sociopath to the extreme, very extreme, 100%, 100%, very abusive. Very abusive, very controlling, and he also had a drug addiction, which made it worse. Very, very controlling. Even though he died years ago, but I'm still affected by it. I still have flashbacks, and I was working it out in therapy like about a year ago, but I never had time to go back. But I'm gonna start back. I'm gonna start going back. Well, anyway, my narcissistic parents, they hinder your growth, your mental growth. They infantize you. They do this. My father was very restrictive to over control and over restrictive, overbearing, and this was very much overshadowed with abuse. It was overshadowed with abuse, and he allowed me hardly no freedom. Couldn't be a normal teenager. Couldn't really do anything like hang out at the malls like normal teenagers. If I ever got to get out, it was a privilege because it rarely happened. My father was never age appropriate. Never. Not even when I did become an adult. He still wasn't age appropriate. And when I was 16 years old, He pretty much treated me like a 10-year-old. Never wanted me to leave the house. Never really have any friends. Never set me up to be self-sufficient. Never set me up to get my driver's license. I've seen a lot of kids driving at the age of 16, 17 years old, and I never knew anything about it when I was that age. Wanted to keep me sheltered from everything. That never taught me street smarts and never taught me any survival skills. My father was very emotionally abusive, very physically abusive. And my father also abused both of his wives. And I remember very vividly how he was very physically abusive to his second wife. Very controlling and abusive to her. My father thought a woman's place was in the house. Narcissists love to control. That's how they get their supply. And never really had a place of his own, if I could remember, because we all would stand with my grandmother. Him and his wife, his two other kids we had, and me and my brother. We were really in my grandmother's custody, but he was living there too with his family. I still suffered flashbacks of his abuse. My father did everything he could to never let me grow up. Even at 18 years old, when I became 18 years old, he still didn't want to give me my freedom, my proper freedom, my space. Was still hovering over me. Give me a minute. Sorry about this. My sign is flying away. Sorry about that. My sign was flying away. I had to get up and get it. They still didn't want to give me my proper freedom. Seems like the older I got, the more restrictive he got. Even though my brother that's 4 years younger than me got to go outside whenever he wanted to, but the girls had to stay locked up in the house. Okay, give me a minute. I'm just getting me something to drink. Kind of thirsty. These one of the things that I'm selling. Capri Sun. It's called, yeah, Capri Sun. Uh, 18 years old, still didn't want to give me my proper space, my freedom. Keeping me, still didn't want me to leave the house. Never encouraged me to better myself, like get a job, go to college. And that never encouraged me to elevate myself. One time we got into a heated argument because he didn't want me to leave the house, and still questioning and then still policing me every time I go to the door. Like I said in my last video, just grabbing me a snack. Yes, I'm eating and drinking the profits. I'm selling snacks and drinks. You see, that's what I'm selling. These bag of snacks. And these are the drinks I'm selling. And the snacks. Like I said, we got into a heated argument because he still didn't want to let me leave the house. Still giving me curfews, like early curfews, like 8 or 9 o'clock. Still treating me younger than my years. Not letting me grow up. And still being policed every time I go to the door. Not giving me an ounce of freedom. Not acknowledging the fact that I'm becoming an adult. Stunting my mental growth. And all this is overshadowed with abuse. My father was very controlling, very abusive, very violent. Very violent, very bullying, sociopath. And I know a lot of my family and my narcissistic family members is going to see this, but I'm sorry. I'm just telling it. Just telling it like a straight up is. And I'm still suffering from this abuse, and I need to vent. Oh, give me a minute, YouTube. I have a customer. Oh, thank you very much. I got a $2 donation. I need to vent, and this is a way for me to vent, and it's therapeutic. It's like therapy. You know, to talk it out. And like I said, my father was was very violent, very abusive, and the way I was raised, I was raised that you can't express your emotions. You sort of had to, what's the word that I'm looking for? Sort of like suck it up, or suppress your emotions. You had to suck it up, which teaches you out here in the world to be a people pleaser, not express your and be a people pleaser, and making it difficult for you to say no and suppress your emotions because you're afraid the person might get angry. That's what it teaches you out here in the world, in the real world, and in the workplace. It teaches you low boundaries. And we just got into an argument because he basically didn't want to give me my freedom. They didn't want me to grow up. And I had a narcissistic aunt that enabled it. I had narcissistic family members and enablers that enable it. Nobody ever would call him out on his behavior, his abuse. If they did, I don't remember. I don't remember it. I don't know of it. They were more like enablers. That didn't want me to leave the house, and I just, all my life he was keeping me in the house, and now that I'm 18, still like having the same rules as if I was still 12 or 13. And you're 18 years old. You can imagine how that feels. And my narcissistic aunt backing them up, telling me, give him respect, because I got angry and was expressing my anger. But respect don't mean controlling your life when you are grown either. This man had no balance. When you deal with a narcissist parent, it's never a balance. They're either too lenient or too controlling, too restricted. There is no in between. and of course, my aunt backed him up and took up for him. And of course, she would do that because she was narcissistic, and she was treating me bad too. And she bullied me and mistreated me too. Used me as an emotional punching bag, a physical punching bag. And like I made my last video, the only time I got any freedom is when he went in jail when I was 18. Later on after that, he went to jail. And I ended up getting involved with a man who was also a narcissist. Which back then I didn't know anything about narcissism. I never even heard of the word until recently. And still learning about it. And I just left and got involved with this guy, and